It's your girl Harley. So I know it's been a while, and I'm gonna try to be posting more videos here soon. But this is gonna be a new segment I want to talk about. I think I'm gonna name it Real Talk because there's lots of things that I really want to talk to you about. So I'm just gonna jump right in. The other day I was on Yahoo and reading this cool article about these plus size models who are, big girls or average girls, tall, with a little more meat on their bone. They like to eat. They're foodies. And I read the article and it was great. They replicated the swimsuit, the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, and it was great. The pictures were good, and they were posing on the beach, and they were in bikinis, and they all looked so cute. And so then I scrolled down, and I saw the most rudest comments, the most horrible, horrible things you could ever say to people. And I was commenting, and I was, talking about all of this, and I was like, wait a second, I have to say something. So this is where I'm going to begin. Some of the comments were saying, oh, these girls are so fat and lazy, they just sit on the couch and eat potato chips and blah, 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 blah. Okay, first off, yes, sometimes I do like potato chips. Fuck you. You do not know me and what I go through. So, here's the first thing. First off, yes, I'm a bigger girl. I weigh 235 pounds. I'm about 5'1". Yes, that makes me a little bit obese, and you know what? That's fine, because I want to lose a little bit of weight, but I'm not going to get crazy about it, because all my life I've been that bigger girl. I don't know what it's like to be thin. I don't know any of that, and you know what? That's fine with me. Okay, that's why I'm saying, yeah, I want to lose maybe about 20, 30 pounds where it doesn't look like I lost that much, okay? That's for later. That's for me to decide. This is making me angry. I need to take a drag. Secondly, how dare every single one of you who are thin or your idea of perfect say that my being like this is not healthy. That, I'm sorry. It's, I have to take a minute because I don't want to I'm on this new kick where I'm trying not to get upset or angry over the things that are beyond my control. And, being crying or depressed about small things. But how dare you say that I'm not healthy as you? How dare you assume that I get into my car and do this and that? Secondly, first of all, I don't even have a car. No, I don't. The truth of the matter is, I probably could get a car. I probably could afford one, or I probably could do that. I don't like driving. I never have. I learned how to drive when I was 23 years old out of necessity because, I had a 2-year-old. And it was getting hard to take a 2-year-old on the bus to carry groceries. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. That car was repoed. Take it back. I didn't want it anyways. It was costing me too damn much money to pay the payments and then have to pay a mechanic to fix it because there was always something wrong with it. So I'm over that, okay? Another thing, I walk everywhere here in San Antonio in this 100-degree humidity and heat, sweating bullets, like just walking. I like walking. I've always liked walking. I walk everywhere. There are stores that are in the neighborhood that I live in, conveniently close by, so if I need milk or eggs or something for my child in the middle of the week, I can just run down to the gas station and get it. And no, I don't drive. I'm not lazy like that. My job also happens to be like less than a block away. I walk to work every day. I know co-workers that live in the same complex that have a car and are fucking lazy and drive to work. What the French? Like, okay, let me break this down how close my job is. Okay. This is where I live. Okay, so this is where we live. Right here. This is where I work. Okay? So this is what I do. I walk to work. I'm there in less than, I don't know, 7 minutes if I'm walking slow, trying to enjoy the scenery or listen to music on my phone. Let's see. The dollar store is about 2 blocks away. 2 blocks. If I walk out my door and turn to the left, it's 2 blocks away, and it's a long walk. It really is. But my son has issues walking because he's what they call a toe walker. I'll explain it to you in another video. And it sometimes hurts my son to be walking, but I'm like, no, you have to walk. You have to make your heels stronger and everything. And then, or sometimes I'll walk him to school. The school is like 3 blocks away. It's so close. Like, you have no idea. Of all the places that I've lived in this city, I have never lived in an apartment that's been so close to everything. So close to buses, if I need to take a bus downtown, or to take a bus to get to my doctor's appointment for my son or for me. Like convenience stores, like a dollar store, and I think there's like a Family Dollar nearby or whatever. It's really close. It's even as close as my son's dentist is like right up the road, right up the street. We can be there in like 2 minutes. And so, how dare you say that I'm not healthy? I probably walk more in a day than you do in that big fancy car. Don't think for 1 second that I haven't seen you in them speeding around in the city in those big fancy cars and your high rollers and your low rollers, blaring that speaker, playing this god awful music. I can't right now. The last thing is, I don't understand why everyone's so fattest. We can, if we can talk about things that, to me, the comments they were making it sound like me and a bunch of other girls, and men, because men are fat too, making it seem like we don't exist, or that we can't be happy and have the things that we want or want to do with our lives because we're fat. And to you, I say, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry that I have to read comments on the internet where you say you're offended by me being fat. And I said this on my Facebook post and on the post on the Yahoo thing, that I'm sorry that you're offended, but now can I speak and say that I'm offended by you going to the beach in your tiny little bikini with all your bones and everything sticking out, with your ass barely covered, bending over, where my child can see you in a public place doing that? That's freaking nasty. One more thing. Can you please stop getting on my television and claiming that you want to be famous at any and all costs, and the only way you think you can be famous is by making a sex tape? Really, that's nasty. Like, you have no other talent or anything else that you can try to make money off of, and you feel that you have to make a sex tape? Ew. Why not try, talking about real shit, getting on this YouTube, talking about the shit that bugs you, talking about the things that are going on in your life, talking about, oh, I went to the movies the other day and I saw Maleficent. By the way, I loved it. It was a good movie. It was a really good movie. It was not at all what I expected at all. In fact, I didn't even think I was going to like the movie. I just kind of spurred a moment, said, hey, to my brother, do you want to go and watch this movie? The kid's going to be at school for the last week, and so on and so on. And so yeah, we went and we saw Maleficent. That was great. What else? I have to get off this thing because it just made me so angry. I'm on layoff already from work. I don't know if I told you in the last video, but it kind of sucks. In a way, it's kind of good because I like the separation. You know, the 3 months. You can unwind and sort of let everything go that happened throughout the year and sort of regroup and get your head back in the zone or whatever, so that you don't have to, so that you're not having to pay a shrink and be like, well, this is what happened at work today. But I don't, because I'm going to start talking to y'all a little bit more. We have a new, this is the time that I want to take a minute and give a shout out. I try to do shout out almost in every video. If you go back and see, I gave a shout out to Marlo at Awkward Bitch in his video, and I think I gave a shout out to Hetty1313, who actually is a very nice lady, and she surprised the hell out of me by sending me a wonderfully private friend request on my personal page. So that was cool. I never expected that to happen. She's a YouTuber that I watch a lot. But my shout outs this week goes to Karen, who I think it's her channel is KM Tigger. I'm pretty sure you can find her lurking in my comments. I'm not sure how this whole linking stuff yet works, so I'm just playing around with it, so bear with me. And then my second shout out goes to Layla over at Brooklyn and Kamal's Crazy Daily Video Vlog. I love watching Layla do her coffee talk and talking about all kinds of things. She's married to an African American man, and she has biracial children, and she talks about her kids. She has 3, and oh my god, she cracks me up. I just watched her coffee talk part 2 the other day, and I was laughing. It was like 30 minutes long. And yeah, that's what I watch on YouTube. I also watch like crocheting videos and videos of not the Stray Cats, Brian Setzer. What else am I doing right now? Oh, Jack White's new album, Lazaretto. Go pick that up. He doesn't even have to pay me to say that. Speaking of getting paid for doing things on YouTube, there was a lot in the beginning when I started like watching YouTube and doing all that stuff. I started watching like Shane Dawson, and I guess that's who you would watch when you started finding Facebook. But here lately, I'm like watching some of these YouTube videos, and they have good lighting, and they have this, that, and the other, and they're like openly admitting they're getting paid for doing stuff. I'm like, hello, I want to get paid for doing something. I want to get paid for, just sitting in front of my computer all day. That would make me happy, but that's okay. Maybe my day will come, maybe not. I just don't like when people are fake about it. Like, oh, I'm not getting paid to endorse Homo cigarettes available at your local grocery store for $4.59 a pack. Like, really? Really? What was that? What was that? I just, like, don't be fake about it. I cannot stand that. Fakeness on YouTube, fakeness on TV, fakeness everywhere. If you did something, you say something that offends people, whatever, you don't have to apologize to me because I understand. Sometimes you have a moment where you're like, that shit pisses me off, Don't do this, do that, and then, oh, everyone's like, oh, you gotta make an apology, you gotta do it, blah, blah, blah. No, no. In that moment, if that's what you were feeling, then go for it. You know, don't apologize to me. If you didn't hurt me, I wasn't offended by it. We can all move on. I'll still buy your records. I'll still buy, you know, whatever it is that you were selling or doing or whatever. Just don't be fake about it. Don't be like, oh, hi, like, my name is Amber, I'm like 18. No, that wasn't me, that's 16. That's like my cousin Jillian or something. Like, no. Don't be fake. That's all I'm asking, please. I can't take it. I won't tolerate it. I'm like, yeah, you did it. Just like, yeah, I did it, and what? I'm like, oh, hey. What else? Oh, are your kids already home from summer break? Mine are home. Oh, mine's home. I love them to death. I really do, and I'm so excited. But now I have anxiety about the summer now because I'm being laid off from work until August. I have to take unemployment now. I had a hardship at the beginning of December. My mom got really sick on me, and I had to, when I went back in January, I had to change my hours so that I could be able to pick up my son from school. And, you know, I really liked it. I really liked being able to go and pick him up and walk with him and take him on my errands, you know, after work or whatever. And because I was only working less than 20 hours a week, I still claimed unemployment for all that time because I needed the extra money to, you know, pay bills or whatever. And so I only have one more payment left next week from unemployment, and then I don't have any money at all. And that kind of sucks, but, you know, what can I do about it? I made that choice and that decision knowing full well what was going to happen, and I just got to deal with it. I'm not worried about getting his school supplies or his uniform or whatever because that'll fall into place. My thing is, as long as my rent and my bill is paid, everything else will fall into place, and that's mainly what I'm doing right now. And you know, I was a little bit sad and melancholy about it, but you know, I'm just like, I can't be sad and melancholy all the time. You know, I gotta do stuff, and so right now talking is actually helping me. Because I feel like I can't talk to anybody in my, like, I can't talk to my mom or whatever without making me mad or upset because she doesn't listen, whatever. That's a whole other vlog, video, whatever. But, and then also watching YouTube makes me feel better. So I get to watch all of y'all talk about what's going on in your life and be like, I live a really boring life. I do. I'm sitting in my room alone right now, reading Viola Davis on a Mission, TV Star Wants to End Child Hunger. I have Good Morning America on TV. It's down, it's not that big a deal. But what else? There was something else I was just thinking about that I wanted to talk about. Oh, are you guys watching the NBA Finals? It's epic. Oh my God. I am in this to win this. I am not playing. My Spurs were kicking ass and taking names. In this third game, there's a game tonight. I'm like, holy French balls. Like, they got out on the court and they were doing it up. I was like, Kawhi and Danny Green, those are the men. It's awesome. I cannot wait. See how the game is tonight. But I think that's it for my rant and rave. So, remember, peace, love, and happiness always. See you around, guys.